All right, I've been pounding on this socket for 21 years now. You put something in and it just falls out. It's time to replace it. I know most guys know how to replace outlets and stuff, but being an electrician, I was gonna take a video of it. It's real simple. I'll show you how to do it so you don't have to be afraid. Get your tools laid out. This little screwdriver right here is called a squiggly. Works great. Can't be an electrician without it. And all this stuff was white back in the day. Pull the outlet out. Make sure she's dead. She's dead. I love the Milwaukee tick tracer. A lot of tick tracers, you drop them a couple of times and they get real sensitive and they go off all the time. The Milwaukees don't seem that bad. What am I doing? Use power, man. No, that doesn't work as good. I'm going to change one thing though. Right now I have the outlet as the splice, like it goes from one outlet ties here, then it goes out through the other one, and it's all relying on this little tab. I'm going to put a pigtail on it this time. Wire has really changed. This stuff is really stiff compared to the new stuff. On the ground. These are in the garage, so they're already GFI protected, which you want. This is a Wagyu wire nut. Some guys bash them, but I've been using them for 25 years now, 24 years, and I've never had one get loose. There, so that's all made up now. The wires pass through the wire nut, and I have my black pigtail. Push it back in the box. Oops. All right, white pigtail, push her back in the box. outlets come with the screws out. The ones you're not going to use, make sure you turn them in. Or don't, I guess it really doesn't matter. You just don't want to touch in other wires. When you put the wire on the screw, you want the loop to go with the way you're turning the screw. It seems obvious, but I take a lot of outlets off when I do service calls, and you see them the other way, and when they do that, they loosen up. Another thing too is, like, use a new screwdriver. When they get rounded off a little bit, they don't, the screws and everything are made so cheap that they kind of bounce out of this head. Ground. When you push it in the box, make sure the ground wire isn't hitting the neutral, because if it does, it'll trip the GFI. Those ears right here are meant to catch drywall. And when you run into a situation where they don't, the outlet will push in and out, and in this case we're going to have that. So they make these spacers, and you can fold them up on top of themselves to help take up the slack. And this one, I think 2 will do it. Don't over tighten. Put your plate on. Yeah, this is a Levington plate. I don't know how I ended up with those. I normally like to pass and see. Let me see if I got a different one. Levington plate. What I like about them is they're unbreakable. You can twist them and bend them and stuff. And they just look better. Plate screws always straight up and down, just like that. Do this, you're an asshole. Every electrician will tell you that. Voila, done. So go out and change all your loose and sloppy outlets, you pigs.